Logan, hello. I start every
Hello.
single one of my interviews with the exact same question. It's a very important one.
Hit
How
me.
are you today, sir? Genuinely, how are you doing today?
Thank you for asking me that. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm excited. Press stuff is usually a bit awkward. It's a strange headspace to like prep for and be in. And this is like my first interview that I'm doing for like a press tour we're like starting right now. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm excited because I love this movie and I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting it on people's radars. Hopefully they'll go to the theaters to see it, and like that excitement of like starting to talk about it is it's a good feeling. It feels good. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. I've been a fan of yours for a long time, so I'm really excited to talk to you. And I'm really excited to talk to you about this because I really enjoyed this film as well. And first and foremost, I just have to congratulate you on an excellent performance of Islands in the Stream specifically.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? I can sleep easy tonight knowing that you like the singing moment because that was always stressful. That was a tough day. It was so hot. You're in a car, car scenes, you have to turn off, AC and it's like 100 degrees out and you're trying to like belt a song and have fun, which we did in between like dabbing each other's sweat off each other's foreheads. Like I was literally like holding a fan up for Molly in between takes and dabbing sweat. She's doing the same thing for me. But it was so much fun. Thanks. Glad you liked
That's
that.
called co-star bonding. And what's funny is
Yeah.
it's the second time this year that I've had that specific song in my head for at least a week because of a film. So it's a weird one with me in this
Was it
song
the
this
one
year.
was it Geraldine's?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay. We found out like on the like while we were working, she's like, I just did a movie where I sung this song too with Will Ferrell. And we were like, oh great. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up our movie, Geraldine. No, but it
It's
actually
so
turned
different,
out
but it's just so funny the
it's so different.
coincidence there. I was like, I wonder if
I
this
love that
was
scene though
intentional.
between her and Will Ferrell. Like it's so great and so weird. It's
It
so
is. Well, Logan, one thing I want to ask you, I think it's
yeah.
so interesting that you spend a very good portion of this film just cuffed to a bed. And I really want to know at what point in the pitch process they told you, hey, by the way, most of your scenes you are going to be cuffed to a bed.
Oh, there was no pitch. I mean, I just got sent the script, and I don't really look in any information about it. Like when I'm checking out a project, I kind of just like to read it, experience the script, fresh. And it was evident on the page. If I did this movie, I was not going to be moving very much. And that seemed like a cool challenge. You don't really think about it on first read. You're just like, oh, it's interesting. I wonder how we're going to do that. But as time went by and I really started to think about how we're going to execute this, that became kind of an obsessive thought. Like, how are we going to do this? And then it became a process of just like giving yourself to a scene and not being able to move very much, which was actually kind of liberating.
Well, I was going to ask because acting is an inherently emotional and an inherently physical thing. And when you
Yeah.
can't really use your body in these scenes, Molly, you can really only use your face, your voice, maybe like little twitches here and there. I'm
Yeah.
really interested in what kind of challenge that was for you, just like as an actor.
It was challenging until you just give in and say, this is what I'm working with. Because like when I'm exploring scenes, like I'll spend countless hours just running the lines over and over again and trying new things physically. I'll be like rolling around the room, I'll be sitting, I'll be jumping while I'm doing. I'm just like I like to try to explore what physicality does to a moment and all that stuff. So here I had no room. And I'd say the hardest thing about it is just that I'm like a really stiff person. Like I have a really stiff body. I'm not flexible. I'm very stiff. So it was just like trying to like stay upright in like kind of like a laying down position was actually kind of hard for me. So that was about
It
the
seems like
challenge.
a weirdly good workout, and I don't know if it's for like your shoulders and your back or for your abs, but there's something there, right?
There's something there. There's like some muscle you never use that's probably being worked on when you're doing that the whole time.
Truly. Well, another thing that I love about this film is that it's so like very clearly through the female gaze. Obviously, Molly and Sophie did this together, but there's moments where I'm like, yeah, a woman wrote that. Like that's definitely through the female gaze. So I'm curious for you because I know that you've said when you read the script that it was a movie that you wanted to see and that it felt like it
Yeah.
had something to say. I'm kind of a two-parter here, but for you, like what was it that they were saying? And also, How did it make a difference for you that it was, I mean, so through the female gaze here?
I get sent a lot of romantic scripts over the years, and I really love the genre, whether it's romantic comedy or if it's a drama or a horror, whatever it is, and romantic, undertones, whatever it is. I get sent a lot of things and have been really particular about which one I want to commit to and be a part of. Like, there's been a few projects in the past where I'm like, I almost did it, but generally speaking, oftentimes I read them and they're kind of down the middle. You kind of know what's going to happen at the end. The character's kind of bland. Just kind of, it's like, I might watch that though, because I enjoyed those movies. Like, it might be something I'll throw on, but nothing really grabbed me. And then in this one, it takes a left turn into a direction that I haven't seen explored before, but it felt really personal to me. Dating and wanting love from somebody and it's not being reciprocated. You hit a wall, or there's just, the timing is off in their lives. They're two people that need to grow in order to be ready for what, I mean, one of them wants at least, but they're still dating anyways and it's going to implode. Like, that is so relevant to my life, when I was dating, my friends' lives, and I feel like we haven't seen that in movies very much. And then especially, now, like what it has to say about where we are today. I mean, with all the things that change the ways that we date compared to like 10, 20, 30 years ago, whatever it is. It has a lot to say about what is currently going on, the current dating landscape, and how we treat dating, how we treat age, how we treat all these things, So I thought that there was just a lot to explore here. It was just like fertile soil to explore as an actor as well. Like, these conflicts were just really good in the scenes, and I want to see this movie on a big screen. So that's why I did it.
And especially the dream
Like an
sequence.
audience.
Logan, I cannot stop thinking about the Islands in the Stream dream sequence. It's
Oh yeah, it was great.
stunning and it's haunting.
Yeah, great, really good song. Molly has a wonderful singing voice. She's such a good singer, and Blake Mills, who produced the track, is that what they call it? Who
Yeah.
produced the track? I feel like I'm in the music industry now.
You are.
He's like an amazing musician. I was a big fan of his for a long time, and that was so cool that he came in and made that cover. It's so good.
It really is. And Logan, I will leave you with this one because we're getting close on time here. With
Yes.
a comedy like this, Molly's character can go like really, there's a line that she's got to toe of not being like too crazy, right? And there's comedic moments that like it can go into being like too much. So how did you kind of strike a balance? Because comedy is a thing that you don't get to do very often. So I imagine that's a fun exercise too. But how do you kind of find that tonal balance of like, we don't want to be too much?
I think I sit with the material for a really long time, and I explore it obsessively, and then I kind of have my boundaries for the character at that point, where I'm like, it should be a pretty wide range that we could explore within those boundaries, but it has to make sense to who he is, at his core. And then it's really Sophie, our director's job, to kind of guide us, because like when I'm there and we're working, it's a flow state. And it's kind of like music, you're just like, you're with another person, and you want to be, listening and responding, and it has a rhythm to it. So it's like, whether I would go somewhere and Molly would meet me with something, or I would respond to Molly, it's like we kind of just let it live naturally. And that could, so oftentimes went into a more broader comedy direction. And then I feel like Sophie was really like reining us in to the more steady, honest, truthful version of the scenes, because we tend to lean on silly fun when we were doing it. So I think Sophie really reined us in big time, or at least me.